do the subtleties that Rory can contort, or I don't the things that Rory can show on his face that are so subtle and so real, yet can read to the back of the house. That is not something that you could teach someone, and it is not something that everyone can do well. And it's you did. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Yes.
Very consistent.
But I also think that
Not a marker.
no, there's never any marking. And also because Rory O'Malley is tap dancing, and that is a big deal.
That's my biggest acting job, is acting like I can dance.
And you're front and center.
Front and center, and I got a D in tap at Carnegie Mellon. D.
See, and now you're starring on Broadway. Tony nominated.
Yeah.
Those teachers.
Okay, now I'm going to ask Rory, why do you think Josh should win?
Oh no.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked.
The guy just called me out in front of the public.
No, I'll go back to what I was saying the other day before you brought us down into the dirt. Josh is a comedic genius. He's just absolutely unbelievable. And to me, what is so profound about his comedy and what he's brought to this show is that he has this annoying, crazy character that you fall in love with within the first half hour. And he brings it on this character, on this arc that is so gorgeous and so beautiful. And, I think that he really brings that center of what the show is. And, we've been on this journey for 3 years together, and I'm proud that he's my buddy, and I'm so honored to get to watch him do this amazing performance every night.
Oh, I take back what I said about you.
Yeah, right.
Now, Josh, I want to ask you why you think Andrew should win.
Well, I think Andrew should win because I personally don't want the Tony. I think that it's just clutter. I think. I mean, how do I answer this? I honestly think that Andrew Reynolds was the missing piece to the puzzle of what makes this show works. When he came on board, it suddenly went from being something that had enormous potential to something that actually legitimately worked as a piece. And his portrayal of Bryce is nothing short of genius. It's going to be impossible, I think, for anybody to take over. And I truly think he's an enormous talent and has an unbelievable comedic gift and an unbelievable voice. And just his talent is enormous.
And Andrew, that's so nice. Andrew, why do you think Nikki should win?
I won't make you lean. I feel like Nikki should win because Nikki has, I think, the hardest job in our show, and she does it with a lot of grace and a lot of very delicate technique, and she's able to still be funny and be cute and fun, but also bring like the weight to our story that doesn't really show up until Nikki is on stage, and she has a very difficult job of having to sing really our only really like heartfelt sweet ballad in the middle of all of this craziness, and she does it, and you hear the audience. I stand backstage every night and I hear the response from the audience, and there's definitely like you feel them all settle, and then that's Josh, and then you feel that's a good warm-up, yeah, and then you feel them all settle, and then you feel them really like they've all fall in love with her, and like 3 minutes.
Stunningly gorgeous.
She's stunningly gorgeous. Look at her shoes. That's a Saturday matinee shoe. And I know. We're both sort of rocking a Saturday dad look again.
And I'm doing it.
You're like sassy substitute. But that's why I think Nikki should win. Nikki's wildly talented.
Can't they tie? I'm just saying.
Yes, of course, yes.
It's possible.
Why do you think the three of us should win?
I'll tell you. I think all four of them should win. If I had the swing vote on this, please, I would let all four of them win. That's what I would do. I'd tie you two, I'd vote for you, and I'd vote for you.
Yay! Well, we just won. How about
I have a final question for you. What's the last ritual you do before you go on stage that makes you say, I'm ready to go, I've got this character, I'm ready to go? I'll let you pass the mic around.
I don't enter the show until about 20 minutes after it started. So until the boys reach Uganda. For all of you who have seen it, we go to Uganda. And so my big ritual is I need to be on the deck watching the opening number from the wings. I have to see all my guys out there, and so that I can know that I'm so that I can join when I enter. I can join at their level. So that's my big ritual. And then I drink a lot of this.
My big ritual is very strange, but the boys can attest to this. I do a very crazy impersonation of Maya Angelou for my fellow castmates, and I do a Myra Angelou, and I do a different insane poem every night.
Further away from Maya.
Yeah, it really is. It's starting to become just very inappropriate. Yeah,
His own thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I enter behind a drop at the beginning of the show that like flies up above me, so that I just have to start. I have to start smiling kind of early while you're doing your prologue stuff. I have to start the smiling, like as soon as that begins. That's what I do. I do crushed white strips. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I before I enter as McKinley, I always do every single show I do the tap dance in the stage manager's office because it's carpeted. And I started off like feeling like I should do it in the beginning, but now I'm like scared if I don't do it, I won't remember the tap, even though it's been like hundreds of times. So, I know I do it like every day. So, but like I said, that's my biggest acting job in the show. So yeah, it's a warm up.
I want to thank these 4 beautiful Tony-nominated stars from the Book of Mormon. If you have not seen this show, do what you can to beg, borrow, or steal a seat and come to the Eugene O'Neill Theater and join them and everybody else for the 65th Annual Tony Awards on Sunday evening, June 12th. Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.